Hello and welcome to my channel, Elements of Tarot. This is Aldana, and today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of the beautiful Crowley Waite Victorian Tarot. This deck arrived the other day. It's by Helio Graphis Press, and it was a Kickstarter campaign that was successfully funded, and he's selling the decks right now, the leftovers, on his Etsy shop, which I will link below. Hang on, I forgot his first name. I know it's a G-A something. Garen, maybe? Hold on. Garen. Yes, Garen, I'm sorry. So the deck came with, let me explain why I have two boxes here. So there are two versions out there right now. This is the Kickstarter version, the deluxe version, which comes in a custom wooden box, which is a very nice touch. And then there are the artist proof decks, which come in this tuck box, which is also nice. But this version is quite a bit less money. I don't know how many he has left of these, but there are still some on Etsy that are gettable. So the tuck box came with a pamphlet of the card meanings and reversals. These are all of the reversed meanings, and then these are the regular meanings. I'm curious to see one quick thing. Yeah, no, I do know that there are some famous figures in the deck. Aleister Crowley makes an appearance, as does Pixie, and I believe there are others. I know that Edgar Allan Poe is in one of the cards, which is cool. It also came with this card with the QR code for a digital guidebook, which I'm sure goes a lot more in depth than this does. And then also the A.E. Waite Celtic Cross spread and the Aleister Crowley Thoth spread. So that's a nice bonus with the artist proof deck. And then the wooden box came with a few of the same things, but it also included, okay, so you can see it's just a nice wooden box. It came with a Helio Graphis Press card with the websites on it, right there. Nice. This is that for the guidebook, QR code. This is the spread card as was in the other deck. This is the same pamphlet with the card meanings. There was a thank you from Garen. And then it came with this folded up. I think he has a few more things that are coming up. He has a book that is being published, and then actually it looks like two books. One, A Feather on the Breath of Ra, and Abraham Kingswood's Book of Illuminations. Archetypical illustrations that will awaken your intuitive wisdom. So that's pretty cool. That actually might, oh, oracle cards. So I think those are coming. And then on the back, he's selling an oracle mat, which I actually saw on Kickstarter as well. And then this is the Crowley Waite Victorian Tarot, which we're going to look at today. So Garen's got a lot going on. This wooden box version also came with some 3 cabinet cards, which were popular, I guess, in the Victorian era. So we have the 3 of Swords, Aleister Crowley, and 2 others. Maybe Frida Harris, I'm guessing, is one. And then this is Pixie as the Queen of Wands, which we'll see in the deck. And Crowley's going to be the Devil. So, again, a nice little addition. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to go through them side by side because, whoops, the wooden box version, let me put this over here so you guys can know which one is which. This has a different cardstock than the artist proof version. I believe the cards are identical. The colors are a little warmer in the artist deck. And the cardstock, so this is silky. It's very smooth. And the colors are a little less orange. I think it'll translate on camera. I think so. Also, this cardstock is more glossy. I don't know if you can see. It's not crazy. It's like maybe more of a satin than a silk finish. It's not glossy by any means, but it does have more of a sheen to it than the silky. Another thing, I edged the Kickstarter version in black, and I think it came out pretty good. I could maybe use one more run of the black, but in general, I think it matches the cards really well. And then this is what it looks like, how both decks come with the white edges, which again isn't bad, but I think you'll agree that the black just looks nicer. All you need is an alcohol marker, a black alcohol marker. That's all you need. And a little bit of time and patience. Okay, so let's see. I think I can maybe zoom in a little bit more. So again, I think the cards are pretty much identical, but we shall see because I've never done this side by side yet. Okay, so here we have our Fool. So these are all based on actual photographs. Garen did manipulate them to add to some landscapes. I think maybe the landscapes are from the Victorian era, maybe from those cabinet cards like I mentioned before. So we have kind of vintage landscapes as well. So here's the Fool. Let me just do one thing. There's this weird glare. Huh. Weird. Where's that coming from? Oh, that's better. See? Finally, my lighting looks decent. Okay, so here we have our Fool. This is our Magician. So again, the differences are subtle, mainly in the color palette. We have our High Priestess. I think that the photographs are absolutely stunning. There's so many details. They're just so beautiful and elegant. I love reading with this deck. I've only had it a few days, but it's just stunning. If you like decks like Carte Postale or the Relative Tarot, I highly recommend grabbing a copy of this because it's truly, truly beautiful. There's our Emperor. The Hierophant. Look at this Lovers. So pretty. There's our Chariot. I love this Strength card as well. There's our Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Stunning. I love them so much. I believe this is Harry Houdini with a slightly different perspective on the hangman because he's upright. I want to go to the guidebook and see what they say on that. Death. Spooky. Temperance. The Devil with Alistair. And I believe Lady Frida Harris. Here we have the Tower. And the Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. The World. Oops. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I did these backwards. I just put both decks in order because I've been using them, and I did these backwards. No worries, all good. Okay, there's our Ace of Wands. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Such a great depiction. I love these cards so much. Page. Knight. There's Pixie as our Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Sometimes you want a vintage deck. You know, the modern decks are cool. All the collage decks and stuff are cool. But I don't know, I also really love the old school kind of decks. And I think this falls into that category. There's something magical about them. And even though this is obviously modern day, it harkens back to that old-timey style. Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. 3. 4. 5. Beautiful 6 of Cups. So sweet. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups, Nine of Cups. I love this depiction as well. And 10. Did I do it again? Oh my goodness, what's happening here? No. I apologize. Page. Knight. That queen just wanted to be seen. Queen of Cups. I think she's a famous person too, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's Harris. I don't know. I have to look. And then King of Cups. Ace of Swords. Two. Three. They're definitely looking pretty close on camera, but this one is definitely more like orangey, and this one is a little bit more like tan or beige. This has more like reddish tones in it. It's very slight, but it's noticeable more in person than it is on camera. So we have our Four of Swords, 5, 6, so beautiful, 7, 8, 9. Here's Edgar Allan Poe as the 9 of Swords. How perfect, right? That's awesome. Eek, look at everything behind him. So cool. And 10. We have the Page of Swords, the Knight, beautiful Queen. I love his queens in the entire deck. They're all beautiful. She is badass. I love her. And the King. And our last suit, the coins, we have Ace, 2, 3. I don't know if you can see, but there are 2 figures down here to the right. Perfect 4. 5 of Cups. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight of Coins, again, gorgeous Queen, and our King of Coins. All right, so I did want to just quickly read this to you. It says, and this is the back of the artist proof box. Enter the supernatural realm of the Victorian era through this collection of 78 evocative images. Let Aleister Crowley, A.E. Waite, Pamela Coleman Smith, and others guide you. The portraits on these cards conjure Victorian mystics who will awaken your intuitive spirit. The Crowley Waite Victorian Tarot is a deck designed for seekers, artists, cartomancers, and the magically inclined. There's the website, Helio Graphis Press. Yeah, and that's it. So there we have our Crowley Waite Tarot. Highly recommend it, especially if you're a lover of the RWS, or as I mentioned before, these kind of vintage photographic decks. This one's for you. I don't know how many are left, so don't wait too long. And that's everything. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you have the best day. Thanks for watching.